What is going on, guys? Jake here, and I'm sure you're wondering what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I'm a Frost Death Knight, and I just healed for over 150,000 in one fell swoop. How does one do that? How does one say, fuck you healers, I'm a Death Knight, I don't need you? I'll show you right now, and you'll be surprised at how it's done. First things first, weapon enchant. As just about everybody knows, DKs are about the luckiest class when it comes to weapon enchants because we never have to buy any. All of our enchants are for free, and I love it. And anytime I've made a Death Knight video telling, you know, how to properly run a Death Knight, I've always said for your weapon enchant, run Rune of the Fallen Crusader. I'll show you really fast here what Rune of the Fallen Crusader actually does if you don't know. Rune of the Fallen Crusader has a chance to heal me for 3% of my health and increase my strength by 15% for 15 seconds. So it's a big strength increase. Essentially, it's the same thing that Dancing Steel gives, and it gives me a heal. Can't go wrong with that. That's actually a really good enchant. It's probably the best weapon enchant for a two-hander in the game, period. That's really strong. But, you know, I remember watching Swifty's videos. I remember really watching a lot of his videos and how he would look for things for warriors. And I've been looking for something different for a Death Knight. It doesn't have to be something practical. It doesn't have to be something we can do all the time, but something I can do as a Death Knight that's just different. And I've been looking and looking and looking, and with that little preview which you just saw, I figured out a little something we can do, guys. So let's first start off. Your enchant is actually going to be Cinder Glacier. Right? Weird. Cinder Glacier is one of the first weapon enchants you'll actually receive as a Death Knight. And what it does is, on proc, any attack that you deal that does frost or shadow damage will be increased by 20%. Alright? Might not seem too big of a deal, but here's a fact for you, okay? That's actually a really good enchant, because when it comes down to you getting Killing Machine procs for Frost Strikes, dealing damage with Howling Blasts, or Icy Touch, it actually increases the damage by a lot. When I went on to dummies, usually, you know, if I crit with a Frost Strike, I'll hit for like 70k. And I was nearly hitting for over 100, a couple of them hit for over 100k, so Cinder Glacier actually has some practicality outside of this little trick. But once we do have our weapon enchanted with Cinder Glacier, as you can see right here, I turned on Mogget, and you can tell that is Cinder Glacier enchant. It's the white dripping enchant. What you're going to want to do is get yourself to a training dummy. Get yourself to a training dummy and work on procs. And working on procs is obviously like the hardest thing in the world for us. Working on procs sucks, but I'm going to show you how I did what I did right now. I'm not sure I'll be able to repeat the results exactly, but this is how it happens. So first off, I am gemmed complete strength. Strength, 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 and strength. I'm using the unused PvP trinket and the Relic of UN, I think that's pronounced. The trinket you get from the Dark Moon Fair, which gives you 1,000 strength baseline, and on proc gives 3,262 strength. So, I'm gonna start swinging for some procs. Once I get, oh, there's proc number 1. We already got Relic of UN, but we'll see if we can maybe get everything in the first try. Probably won't, we're never that lucky. Oh, maybe we are just that lucky. I lied. Alright, we have full procs. 1, 2, okay? We just healed for well over 100,000 in a couple seconds. My strength was nearly almost 30,000. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You increase your strength, and then you do that, and you're wondering, how does this weapon enchant actually make this heal work? Here's the trick of it, people. I'm going to show you this right now, okay? Let's wait for the proc to come up. Oh, by the way, Killing Machine seems to proc a lot with this. I don't know why. The Killing Machine seems to proc constantly once I equip Cinder Glacier. Might just be a little... I'm just getting really lucky for hours and hours on end. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. But here we go, okay? Increases that deal shadow or frost damage. What does conversion do? I'm sorry, not conversion. We're using Death Siphon. What does Death Siphon do? Shadow frost damage. Boom! Shadow frost damage. This isn't even with the Relic if you went up, but let's just see how much we can do. 62k, 63k. These are speed heals that you can get in a clutch, and I mean a clutch. Now let's see, we have another proc of Cinder Glacier, so let's just hit a Frost Strike. 122 fucking thousand. Who does that? Who hits a Frost Strike for over 100k? I mean, really, what kind of guy are we that we use such a basic move and fuck people's faces with it? Death Knights, that's who. So that's the basics of it, guys. You equip your weapon with Cinder Glacier. You open up your burst. Now, mind you, I did full burst practically here. You know, I waited for my relic if you win to pop, and then I used my burst. But you can pretty much do this at any time, and your heals will still be consistently well over 50,000. And then you just pop your 2 Death Siphons. And yes, Death Siphon does require Death Rune. And am I going to be using this in RPGs? Probably not. But can I use this in fun for like randoms? Or maybe like low arenas? Yes. This could be something that's practical, guys. I really don't want to test it in RPGs, just due to the fact of where my MMR is, and I could kind of fuck up and hurt the team. But we'll see. Either way, though, this could be really big heals for Death Knights. Conversion's good, but with what happened with Death Siphon, how now it does 150% healing of the damage done, one single crit with Death Siphon can be the difference between I'm gonna die and hey, I'm all perfectly fine. See, it rhymed, and if it rhymes, it must be true. That's the way the world works. So let's just get one more demonstration. Uno mas. There it is. Okay, we pop it, and let's see. 145k. Get at me. Oh my goodness, I love being a Death Knight. Oh, let's see if we can do it one more time. Can we get it one more time? 58k, 58k, alright. If you think that's mind-blowing, you like this video, or you like my content in general, feel free to subscribe and of course leave a like and a comment to accompany it. I'm gonna bring a lot more videos. I'm bringing a lot more videos coming up here, guys, with a lot of Death Knight footage, including footage that's gonna be coming from the PTR. So as always, have a good one.